What's up guys, it's Rory again and welcome back to another devlog. Today's devlog we are preparing to do a playtest with my friends. This game's been in development for enough time. It is a multiplayer game where you run around and smack each other on the butt, and I don't have a lot of gameplay footage, so that's what I need. I need gameplay footage. I want to get the game on Steam, actual footage out there. I want people to see what it's like. So today we're going to be preparing for a playtest. So I'm not really happy with the way climbing works in my game. Currently you can sort of just climb anything that is at a sharp angle. It's coded so that if there's like a 90-degree angle, it'll just let you climb any object unless I specify otherwise. But I'm not really happy with that because there's no indicator to indicate to players whether you can or can't climb, so it's up to their discretion. I want it to be readable, I want it to be obvious, I want it to be clear. So I decided to make a 3D model of sort of some slime. People on TikTok said that the slime is sort of counterintuitive because they think slime is slippery, and I understand that, so I adjusted the model a little bit and I added some moss. So now I'm modeling the moss and putting it in game with the splines, and I can just drag these splines all over anything I want. And in the code I've made it so that you can climb anything with the moss material. I saw 1 or 2 people comment that I should make the moss slippery so that once you're on it and you sort of slide around and stuff. And I thought that was a really good idea, a really fun idea. It makes it a bit more dynamic. I've tried not to go too overboard, but I've also made it slippery enough so that you can't just ignore it. So as you can see here, I'm having a little bit of trouble staying on this. Over time, it slowly increases your speed in whatever direction you're going. I think it really helps people just not stay in one place. And what this also does is it adds another layer of movement into the game, and it lets you jump from one pad to the other really fast, and it's really fun when you get a good chain of jumping in between the pads without having to climb on every single one.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
One thing I didn't account for when making this feature is that if I am continuously increasing the player's speed in the direction they're going, sadly I have to limit, otherwise this happens. So, yeah. I got a little bit distracted. I was playing Fall Guys. I play a lot of Fall Guys with my friends because, you know, we're just casual gamers. And in Fall Guys, they have lots of dynamic maps. You know, all of the maps are dynamic, actually. In a couple of them, they have tilting platforms, and I kind of thought that was a cool idea. So why not? I can make the moss tilting platforms as well. Turns out it was a little bit tricky getting the multiplayer working with the tilting platform because it's physics-based. And I have done multiplayer physics before, and it did work. I did it with my prop hunt prototype, but I couldn't quite get that to work exactly this time, so gave up on that. And moving on, that was just a little side tangent. Yep. Now, have you ever been climbing before? If you didn't know, when you go climbing, you use your hands to grab things. Well, I thought maybe I could put that into game too. So I worked on an IK system with the hands. Every time it grabbed onto a ledge, it would detect the moss. It will find a location for the left hand, it'll find a location for the right hand, and it'll put the hands there. No matter where you're jumping, on what part of the level or whatever, it'll put your hands on the ledge and it'll make you climb up. It's just a little bit cool. And I got distracted again. Just like the tilting platform, I thought, wouldn't it be cool if the characters were like physics and they could knock on the walls and knock on each other and be wobbly and stuff. But because my game is about slapping and not like shooting or anything else, you have to use your body. If I have noodly characters that are like physics based, the slapping is like a really floppy hand, just like... and you can't hit people on the butt. Physics? There's a lot of physics. So I told myself, Rory, no, don't get distracted. Bad. It's not a core feature of the game. I don't need it, so I cut it out. Next, I thought it was time to record some audio, so here's me recording some audio for when the characters get hit. Currently, if you move the camera, the head of the characters will tilt with the camera. That's just a normal feature in a lot of games. I thought I should change that from tilting the head down to the spine, so it tilts your whole body. That's not a new feature, other games do that as well. But because in this game, it really helps because if I'm tilting up, it means I will slap up, or if I'm looking down, I will slap down. Previously, if I was looking up, it would only tilt the head and then I would slap forwards, and if I was looking down, I would slap forwards. It was really hard to aim. And since we're on a roll, baby, we did the climbing, we did the hands, tilting, I was like, yeah, oh, fuck it. I'm just gonna redo the whole movement. So I decided to redo the sliding because the sliding was kind of a mess. And I broke it. That was fun. For some reason, the sliding broke. I'm just gonna redo the rest of the movement. That's right, baby. Who would have thought? Part of that movement was the slap. Currently, I'm not really happy with the slap. It works in a way, if the character hand passes over the physics hitbox, then it will detect a slap. And that works, but sometimes the butt jiggles, so you can see the physics interaction, but it doesn't detect the slap. I don't know why. The game knows the butt's jiggling, doing, but it just doesn't slap. So instead I combined two methods. If the butt jiggles, hopefully it will detect a slap, but if it doesn't, I have an actual hitbox that I put there myself, and if the hand overlaps with the hitbox, then it will detect a slap. So that way we sort of have two countermeasures. Hopefully at least one of them triggers when the hand passes through the arse. If it doesn't, I'm sorry, I blame Epic Games. Time for a couple in-game tests.
Gonna eat your ass. Evaded. Oh no! Ooh. Hello.
And this was a good test. We didn't really get much done, but we found a bug where if I smack someone while they are climbing up, it cancels the climb. It just leaves them floating in the air. Then I did another test with my girlfriend and she somehow broke it again. I have no idea what's wrong with this animation. I have no idea why she's clipping into the ground, but she is, and that's fun. The last thing I added before testing with my friends is a leaderboard or like a scoreboard sort of thing at the end. So if you win the game, at the end of the game, everyone sees your character doing a dance, and the lip sync and voice chat is still enabled, so you can shit talk everyone in the game if you want to do that. So I think that's it. I think I'm ready. At least I thought I was ready. It's been a few months and I want to play with my friends, so I'm going to send the game to my friends and then we're going to play the game right now. You are stuck in there. Oh my god.
Ah! Help me!
What the fuck?
Help me!
What the fuck?
Oh shit, he's I broke the game again. Hey man.
Oh my god.
You can climb up for doing it.
Stop breaking my game!
What? Oh, that broke. Hey guys, have fun. Suck my mom's dad.
So, I redid the entire movement. I redid it all. Yeah, my friends broke it within like 2 seconds. And the worst part is, I couldn't break it because I was the server host, and because the movement is server-based, I couldn't break the movement. So then I joined my friend, I asked my friend to, hey, can you host a server? And I could break it within like 2 seconds as well. I still don't know how to replicate it, because when I play it with myself, I turn my computer on, I turn my girlfriend's computer on, and I try and replicate the bug myself, and it just does, I can't. I don't know what I'm doing differently. The only things that I can think of is that I've put a delay in somewhere where if you do something within that time frame, then it breaks it, or it's a network ping issue where if it's not synced up, you can sort of slide out of position and then you break free. I don't know how it works. I don't know. The only last thing that I could think of is that my friend was playing on an older version of the game. I don't know if Steam actually lets that happen or if I myself, the game developer, has to code it in. Anyways, that's it for this month. Hope you guys enjoyed. Man, this is the depressing part of game dev. Anyways, guys, that's it for this month. I hope you like this devlog. I'm trying to keep them short and sweet and contentful. If you enjoyed, please subscribe, follow along, and I will see you guys in the next video.